simulated sinew. I always carry a couple rolls of that in my pack to repair things, make snares, whatever. Just a real heavy wax nylon thread. Started off like you would trying to make a dream catcher. Move it through itself so it's inside. When I pull, I'm pulling that way. As I go all the way around, then I'll come back and start going in the middle of each one and it'll pull it out. And I'll make them holes smaller and smaller so crawdad or small fish can't swim out. Now, what I'm doing, I started back here, but I'm just going every couple inches and pulling the needle through. And when I pull on that, and then the next row coming, I'll grab these. That's kind of how you make a dream catcher too. But I'm going to make the hole smaller, but I'm going to make it loose so it has give to it to hang down here, and that's how I'm going to make the net. I'll just keep repeating that process, just going round and round and round. It doesn't have to be fancy, it just has to be functional. When my time out here is done, it'll end up in the campfire. Just what I'm trying to make is these little triangles. And then I'll keep pulling on those and I'll make a bunch of little diamonds. Okay, now you can see I'm just going, looping it. And as I'm doing that, I'm not pulling tight, I'm getting it looser and looser so it'll hang. And eventually it'll come down to about here. If you pull it tight, it'll just make like a dream catcher, like you'd hang on your wall. But if you tie it loose, then it'll get that droop that you need to make a net. So that's about a half hour just sitting around the fire, fiddling with it. Another half hour I'll have it done, and then I'll hopefully catch some crawdads or fish. That's not the prettiest thing in the world. I mean, I could have made it a little bit looser to hang down a little further, but this still should serve the purpose of what I need, just to get some crawdads. But anyway, that's what it is. Just want to make the holes small so they don't swim out. Now to go find out if it works. That's the first of my lunch. Now I catch a dozen of those, and at least got a little snack. Maybe I can get some clams or a fish. I'm going to make a little fish ware, a little fish trap out of rocks. So maybe I can get some that way too. Small one. I'll do this for an hour. See what I get. That's what I ended up with. 7 or 8 small crawdads and a couple clams, and they'll go in my little coffee pot and get boiled up.
I'm surprised your front fender's as little as it is.
There's breakfast. Well, we got breakfast this morning.
Oh, that's a freaking beauty.
Neighbors woke me up from my tent telling me I had a
what
tree.
What kind of way to be woke up in the morning, huh? Hey,
yeah.
You've got a fish on your line.
Yeah. There's a little tree over there on the other side of the bank that I tied a string to and just dropped a jig and just let it set on top of the water, and that little smallmouth was on it this morning, so Doc and I are going to have bass for breakfast.
Hey.
Hiking through the woods, looking for lunch, and what do I find? Daylilies.
Lunch.
Have a sweet flavor. Actually make tacos with these instead of lettuce. Middle of the North Carolina mountains. We got crickets and we got larvets. Which one do you want first?
The flavors. These are salt and pepper crickets.
Oh, salt and pepper crickets.
Get a good zoom in on this. This is awesome.
Mmm. Yum. Been holding these for when Jen's here. She sent them to me from Phoenix.
You're going to eat those one at a time, right?
They look like roaches.
How are they? I'm not going to eat one. I don't want.
Don't even come near me with that thing.
Oh, man.
I lost that one.
It must not be that good. He didn't go after it. It looks like he may need something to drink soon.
Now we have larvets, which are original worm snacks, barbecue flavor.
I can get out of the sun so I get a good. There we go.
Mmm, yum
There's
yum.
a lot of those in there.
Try desserts coming up next. Bottoms up.
Are those better?
That one?
No, we're not using that.
Does it remind you of your first blowjob?
No. Not at all. And for dessert, we got a scorpion in the middle of a sucker. Apple flavor.
I'm kind of disappointed. I don't think you're going to be able to eat that whole sucker while I'm standing here.
They was proud of that. They didn't want to get out.
He's eating bugs.
Isn't that the first time I've seen Mike eat bugs, by the way?
Yeah, I dug ants out of a log at her house.
I sent him bugs for Christmas when I was in Phoenix. This is a scorpion, not a bug, but...
It's like a giant Jolly Rancher.
There's no way you're going to get to that
I'm
scorpion.
going to break my tooth.
Yeah. You just have to let me know how that went.
We'll pause the video and we'll film the rest of that later. It's going to take me a little while.
You can do how many licks to the center of the scorpion.
You be careful riding.
I will.
Give me a text when you get there safe.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of the scorpion?
Oh, sticky.
1, 2.
Yep. Got into it a little bit.
Oh, you're eating the bug. You take a picture of eating the bug.
Tastes like apple.
Tastes like chicken.
No, I had chicken earlier. We'll find out what the cicadas taste like after dinner.